Okay, I'm going to use my Ive Cam. The funny thing that I love about YouTube is that most of the music reactors are so blasted young that they're getting an education on the Mamas and the Papas California Dreamin' in 1960s. But, I get a kick out of it. Now, there's all kinds of stuff going on YouTube. And like I said, I'm one of your guys that this is what I do. I can't work. I went to the doctor today, and I'm going to a real, actual medical doctor, not Oak Street Health's nurse practitioners, that just graduated, did a little bit of clinical, and came to work. I'm not an Oak Street Health person, and I tell you not to use them at all, period, because it's a waste of your time. Find you a good primary doctor that is a medically trained doctor that graduated from medical school. He did his residency. He did his intern, whatever they do. They can help you. A nurse practitioner does nothing more than physicals, shots. That's about it. But yet, Oak Street Health wants to use them as actual doctors. No. Anyway, I went to my doctor today, and he still looks like a little baby boy. And it's been years. It's probably been, 8 years that I've had him as a doctor, and he looks the same as he did when I first got him. How he gets that little boy face, I don't know. Pretty much, he's claiming that my problem with being listless and tired is sleep. So it very well can be sleep. Now, I'm taking a break off the site with the webcam models for a while because I started thinking about it. I don't have to be on it every single day. I can save some money. I can't tell you how much money I was spending buying tokens and giving tips. And then thinking, I want to hurry up and become a legend member. That's level 100. These models come on the site and then disappear for weeks and then come back. If the models can disappear and come back, so can I. I know he wants me to do a sleep study, and I may do another one. I'm going to talk to a sleep doctor. I'm going to see if I can do this. There's something else a lady told me that's not a CPAP that they use now. I don't know what it is. I have not even a clue. I'm having to sleep on my couch because when I sleep on my regular bed, which is a good bed, I just can't sleep. I toss and turn. My mother had a great bed in her house. She slept in a bunk bed that had an awful mattress. You sleep where you feel comfortable. So I tend to probably agree with him. And I basically Oak Street Health, and I tell everybody, don't use them. Don't use them. It's a waste of your time. Go to a real doctor. And as I said, Atrium and Novant are the two huge hospitals here in Charlotte. So Atrium has their own doctors. I can get a test done quickly. In other words, with Oak Street Health, they want me to do a sleep study. If they sent that referral in, it will take 6 weeks for me to do the sleep study, where if my doctor with Atrium calls, it'll take probably a week, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks max. The reason I talk bad about Oak Street Health is that they snowball you into believing all this stuff. And I've always said that, and the reason I'm on Oak Street Health so much is because I'm so upset with them. Highly upset with them. They need to be honest with their patients. And tell them, look, we have very few doctors. We want you to see nurse practitioners. Okay? And this idea of a fiscal or going to see them every 3 months stuff, I don't buy into them. I don't. But as I've said on YouTube, right now, Squirmy and Grubs, I followed them for a while and got bored with it. I just got bored. And that was with the channel that was removed. They're a cute couple. He's the one that's handicapped, paralyzed, I think, from the neck down, I believe, or something like that. And they met when she was in college through some kind of thing they did. I don't know what it is. I really don't. YouTube is a fascinating place, and I'm on YouTube a lot. Now, right now, I'm very much into, and I really don't have any money. I've got some canned stuff here. And as a matter of fact, I can probably get some more canned stuff delivered, and that would be great for kids for Christmas. What I used to do multitudes back when I was working a job, every Christmas I'd buy gifts and take it to the Salvation Army, or the Salvation Army would set up places for gifts for kids. Kids go without at Christmas. They really do. And I got to admit, even my Christmases when I was with as a child, my dad and mom never got along. They were fighting all the time. I mean, my dad, I'll never forget it. You know, my sister and I remember it more than my sister. My sister's 6 years older than I am. So, I mean, I didn't know what the heck? I ate some chocolate, some kind of Reese's cup, and I got it all over my shirt. What in the heck is... You can't take me anywhere, that's for sure. And this was a brand spanking new t-shirt I have on. My dad, literally, this is the truth. He comes into the living room fighting with my mother on Christmas morning, guys. He grabs the Christmas tree and slings it down on the floor. I mean, all the ornaments, everything were broken on the floor. I mean, we had some strange Christmases, but as I said, my whole street was weird. I mean, very strange street. I mean, the couple lived beside us, and that was before air conditioning. We had no AC, so you lift up your windows at night, and you left your door unlocked. We never locked our door. I remember us not locking the door to go to the store and back. Nobody's going to break in your house. Boy, times have changed, haven't they? I remember hearing, it was awful, the next door neighbors, they were screaming and hollering. I heard this, ow, that hurt, bam, boom, slapping each other down. I could hear them hitting the floor, things being thrown, and then all of a sudden, woo, 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 police cars be pulling in the driveway. And this happened a lot. I told you about my buddy. His dad was a prison guard for the state of North Carolina in Huntersville, I believe. And he also, there was another one, I think, Camp Green, I believe. He was pretty much a prison guard at both. He would have no problems with my buddy David literally just getting his fist and just banging it off his head as hard as he can. I mean, I looked at David and he had a black eye. I said, God, Dave, did you get in a fight? It's my daddy. So, I mean, that's the type of neighborhood I brought up in, man. It was a bizarre neighborhood. And then across the street, there was this guy, he was, and that was Skippy. I had a crush on Skippy. And this was a strange family. It was all girls, no guys. All females. This guy would bring over, he was a painter. He'd bring over his painting buddies. And they'd be drunk as hell. They'd be drinking beer like there was no tomorrow. And liquor, drinking liquor. These girls were under 18 and all naked. I'll never forget it. I was had the Charlotte News. I was delivering newspapers, and I was collecting. There was no send it in the mail and all this crap. You had to go knock on the door and get it. And I knocked on the door, and I remember seeing a flash of nudity, and all this rustling. And I stood there, and then the door opened, and Skippy had on a coat wrapped around her. And I said, you owe me this, blah, blah, blah. And she was talking to her daddy. He's drunk as hell. Weird stuff in that family. Bizarre stuff. Her younger sister, Susie, literally, I walked in there one time to see Skippy. One of the guy's buddies there that drank beer with him had this girl on his lap, and she had her arms around his neck. She was 12 years old. Weird stuff going on in my neighborhood. Bizarre stuff. Weird stuff. And I could go on talking about my neighborhood. Just bizarre, weird stuff. So, where I was going with that, I have no idea. But Christmas time, there are a lot of kids out there that really need a lot of help. They really do need a lot of help. I'm going to have to review this vlog because I don't know. I went off in all kinds of directions. That's pretty much it. Peace out, guys. And thanks to my 11 subscribers.